Good morning. Welcome to our online art lesson. So today, in honor of spring, we're going to be drawing something called a terrarium. A terrarium is kind of like a miniature garden that you keep in a jar, and you can see it grow all year long. So today, to create this lesson, you're just going to need three things. The first thing you're going to need is a piece of paper. The second thing you're going to need is something to draw with. I'm using a Sharpie. You could use a pencil, crayon, color pencil, whatever you have. And lastly, you'll need something to color with. And this can be whatever you happen to have at home. I used paint, but you could use crayons, color pencils, markers, whatever you want to use. So our first step to create our terrarium is to draw the jar. So as you can see on this one, I did sort of a regular jar shape that's long and wide. But maybe on my next one, I want to create a jar that's more round. So I'm going to draw a round shape, and then I'm going to add the top of my jar by doing sort of an oval shape at the top. So here is my jar that my terrarium is going to be in. So now it's time to add our soil inside of our jar. So remember, all plants, or almost all plants, need soil to grow. So we're going to do a wavy line right in the middle of our jar, and this is going to be our soil or our dirt where our plants are going to grow. And then here's the fun part. Now we're going to add our flowers. So the first flower that I'm going to draw, I'm going to draw a rose. To draw a rose, I'm going to kind of do a circle, but I'm not going to close it up at the top. And then up at the top, I'm just going to do another oval, kind of like we did with our jar. I'll add a little swirl in the center. I'll add some leaves right below it. And then I'll add our stem. And we want our stem to go all the way into the dirt. And then we're going to add our roots. So remember, at the bottom of all plants, into the dirt, there are roots that grow so the plant can get all of its minerals that it needs. So I have our flower, I have our little leaves below our flower, I have our roots down here in the dirt, and then I'm just going to add some leaves. So there we go, there's our first flower. Next, I think I'm going to draw a daisy. So to draw a daisy, I'm going to do a little circle, and then I'm going to do rounded petals going off. Mine are a little bit pointy at the ends. Yours can be pointy if you want. And then remember our stem that goes all the way into the dirt. We'll add our roots in the dirt. And then our leaves. So there we go. So far we have 2 flowers in our terrarium. Now the last flower I'm going to add in this spot, I'm going to add a tulip. So to add a tulip, we're going to do sort of an oval shape, but we're not going to close it off at the top. Then we're going to do a point here, and one in the middle. And there's our tulip. And then remember, one that goes all the way down. Some roots. And then tulip leaves are actually long. So we're going to do some nice long leaves. So here is our terrarium. Now we're just going to add a few final details. In the dirt, we're going to add maybe some little circles for some rocks that are down in that dirt. Perfect. And then maybe we're going to add a table for our terrarium to sit on. And there we go. There is our finished terrarium design. Now that we've designed it with our pencil and our drawing tool, all you have to do now is go in and color it. So here is my finished terrarium design. So remember, first we drew our jar. Next, we drew our soil. Then we drew our flowers and our roots. And finally, we added our details with some little rocks and maybe a table behind and colored it in. So, as always, when you finish this lesson, make sure you get somebody to take a picture and send it to me. I would love to see your artwork, and I can't wait to see you again.